See, I come to realize that when you have a call on your life and you are chosen to do certain things, that Satan will attack you at all points. Now, I can give you some stories that will blow your mind. I've been attacked since I was a child. And I'm not going to go in through all of that. I'm going to just do this diabetes testimony. So, all things Kyle looked at the Netflix movie and decided right then and there after watching the documentary, I am not going to eat anything cow. If I did have some cheese, it was a teeny bit, but and I wasn't a coffee drinker back then, but I did like the frappes from McDonald's. They was the caramel frappes was so delicious. So I would have those from time to time, but not often. So fast forward, I'm checking my sugars, nothing. I'm checking my sugars, nothing. I think my AC1 back then was like at 12. It went down to 5. My AC1 went to 5. My sugars was normal. I'm checking them and nothing. So I stopped taking the insulin. Then when I moved to Colorado, before I moved here to Arizona, my blood pressure was extremely high. And so when I went in the emergency room, they explained to me that my sugar was up. Was I diabetic? And I said, yes. They said, you taking insulin? I said, no, because it's been normal. So why would I take insulin? And the doctor was like, well, sometimes the blood pressure can make your diabetes go up, right? And so I'm like, okay, I ain't know that. I didn't know like that can happen or anything like that, but it went down after my blood pressure went down. So we knew that was the cause of it after my follow up appointment. So after that, I moved here to Arizona. But what's crazy is September, I moved here in September. No, I came in August, but I stayed in a hotel for a little bit to start my lease on the 1st. So I came here September. Oh, I'm sorry. My head itching. I came here in September of 2021 and feeling great. No sugar, no nothing. And then one night, I have a lucid dream. You know what I mean? Like you not sleep, but you're not fully woke. You know how you be waking up like, ah. So anyway, and this is like spiritual, not real life, but this spiritual. So in the dream, a man came. No, he knocked on the door. The man knocked on the door. I opened the door, and he had on. It was a tall black man. He had on them vests that for, the police wear them vests so they won't get shot or whatever to protect them. He had on one of those. He bum rushed me and stabbed me with a jagged edge knife. It was long too, in my right side. So when he did that, I can feel evil. When I say it was beyond evil, it was worse than those two dark spirits that had touched my head. So I started screaming Yahweh, because when I say I was like, oh, I started screaming Yahweh. I woke fully up and I looked to make sure it was just a dream. And so then I think like maybe 2.5 weeks after that, all of a sudden, out the blue, my vision started getting blurry. I started being thirsty like crazy. I was thirsty and then sleepy. And I worked for myself, so, oh Lord, I was sleeping 2 or 3 days and didn't even know it. I was thirsty. I would just get up, get something to drink, and lay back down. It got so bad that I had to crawl on my knees just to use the bathroom. My brother had a key, so he would come and check on me and bring me something to drink. And then it got to the point, like, when I say I was crawling, I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't see. So I called the, the 911 to come get me. Firemen came and got me. I couldn't even tell you how they looked. They could have threw me over the rail, and I would not have been able to identify nobody because I couldn't see at that point. I get to the hospital. They put me in the back immediately, and they giving me stuff to bring my sugar down. They admit me and everything like that, and the doctor come. And the doctor was like, why you haven't been taking your insulin? How you going to let your sugar get this high? So at that point, at first it was, you couldn't read it. And then when it went down a little bit, it was at A something. I said, Dad, this A something really like me. And then he said, most people don't live when they get that high. And you are already a diabetic, and you knew you was a diabetic, so why would you stop taking your medicine? I said, because my sugars was normal. My AC1 was at 5. That's normal. My sugars was at 120. That's normal. So why would I take insulin and it's normal? Like, give me a break. I'm grown, Negro. Oh, so I'm sorry. I meant ninja. I meant to say ninja. So anyway, I'm praying, and I'm like, God, something ain't right. So I get extremely sick. Then the next thing you know, they get my sugar down. I come out the hospital, and I'm just getting sicker and sicker. And like, I'm going to the doctor. I'm taking insulin. My AC1 was at 16. And I got proof and receipts for all of this. So it was at 16. And I was like, Lord, talking to Yahweh, something ain't right. And I knew that I was being attacked by demonic spirits. I knew Satan was attacking me because my health, how I go from my sugars being normal, me not being a diabetic anymore, to out the blue, 800 and something. And like I said, I don't sit up and eat candy. I may snack on something sometimes, here and there, but not every day to bring it back at actually it was over 8 something because they couldn't read it. And then they was able to read it. When they was able to read it, it was at 8 something. They had to use a different type of machine. But anyway, I knew I was being attacked. I knew Satan was attacking me. But then it's like you can't tell your doctors that. They don't understand that. So I had to pray. But it didn't get better. It got worse. I got diabetic ketosis. And diabetic ketosis, man, you lose weight rapidly. See, like my fat butt done gained all my weight back. I was 237. I'm 237 now. But I'm tall, so only thing that look bad is my big fat belly. So anyway, I got diabetic ketosis. And I never heard of that or anything like that. Woo, I'm going to have to tell y'all in part 3.